Good morning, everyone. It's Oscar Musabe from Let's Talk Business Miami here at Community News. And we're very fortunate today to have Aaron Goldstein of Midgard Group here. We're going to talk about Little Haiti and all the things that they're doing there. It's very exciting. Aaron, tell me a little about Midgard Group.
Thank you, Oscar. Midgard Group. I've been in Miami my whole life. My father was born in Miami Beach, so we're a generational, third generation real estate company. We've been doing work here in South Florida for quite some time. We had a great opportunity to purchase some property in Little Haiti. Our holdings are concentrated on the Northeast 2nd Avenue corridor, which is the downtown Little Haiti. It's like the main artery shooting through, connecting, the different neighborhoods.
And what's the mission with the portfolio? What are you trying to do?
Well, we always look at different properties with different eyes. This community has been, it's a very rich in culture community. It's been underserved, in my opinion, for quite some time. We look at it, and in the future view, we see like a urban walkable village. One thing about the neighborhood is it is very pedestrian active. People walk, they go to their neighborhood stores, they go back home. You'll see people in and around the streets, which is a beautiful thing. So we're there to help promote that and illuminate the cultural aspect of Little Haiti and bring it to a commercial place to where we can have businesses thrive and sustain themselves.
Yeah, because you want to bring a bank and other types of investment into the area. Is that right? Open restaurants and
Absolutely. We have a program to first activate our spaces. Unfortunately, inviting in some investment sometimes is difficult in new areas. There's some underlining issues with parking and some zoning changes that need to occur to invite in that next layer of investment. One thing that we are doing here to preserve the culture is working with my existing tenants on a regular basis. That's something that, it speaks Little Haiti. One of my tenants is a Botanica store. He just got his first 3-year lease since his arrival to the space. So that gives him a feeling of security. It's opened him up to grants and different opportunities as well. I also have another tenant, Mr. Louis' Market, which is a neighborhood gem, mainly because of the gentleman that ran the store. He was a staple for the neighborhood. His building, unfortunately, was in major disrepair when we acquired the property. And he had spent years, every time it rains during the summer months, it's a difficult time for him because as it rained through his store and, through the electrical. It was just an unsafe structure. Unfortunately, we had to take the building down, but we were able to relocate his business. We're in permit right now to rebuild a space for him, and it's included in a corner development for the neighborhood, an activation for the neighborhood.
And that's going to have restaurants and a music space and some different things.
Yeah, and it's important for us to bring these type of activations to the street there. There's not many jobs in the area currently, and we'd like to create more activity for the locals to play, also Miami to play, but also create a sustainability for the neighborhood where people can live, work, cut out some of this drive time, to and from different locations. If you have to drive up to Aventura or down to South Beach or anywhere for a job, it takes valuable time away from your quality of life and time with your family. So we feel by creating these jobs in our neighborhood, it's going to create a better environment for people that live there.
And I know that in terms of the word development, you used that word a minute ago, and in reality, you're not building anything new. You're working with the existing buildings?
Absolutely. Right now, what we acquired has small, like uninhabited and somewhat dilapidated structures on it. Our first phase of our development, and quote unquote,
of your project,
our project is an activation.
Yeah.
And so what we're doing is we're taking the existing structures, and like you said, we're not building anything new. what they call it in the city, it's an adaptive reuse. So we're taking the existing building and we're reusing it for a use that, is permitted today.
Now, the key to understanding the picture here is that you guys are interested in creating more jobs and reinvigorating that corridor. And in reality, when you look at the numbers, it's super important because even though there are people who live in Little Haiti, most of them do not actually work in Little Haiti. They have to go somewhere else to make their money, to feed their families. And what Midgard is doing is creating an environment so that they can not only live there, but also work there.
Absolutely. And then, I think it goes, and I got a little off the subject, but I think it's important to create a quality of life that is enriching for everybody. And not only, having work and play, accessible and within, your district, but also helping improve the schools, helping improve the cleanliness of the street, just doing different things to, try to elevate everybody's own personal pride and dignity in
the community,
what Little Haiti is and what it can be.
And I'm glad you're saying that, because the way that Midgard is doing that is by beautification. So you're painting not only your buildings, but your neighbors' buildings if they're interested in that.
Yeah, we have done that. And some of the other stuff, we do a street cleanup, which is great. And, there's different things that we do. And one of the things that, to me was very special was seeing the response from the community when we first got there. And it was, oh, thank you. Oh, you guys are great. Oh, this is amazing. And it's, sometimes when you see a community in such disrepair and, with graffiti on the buildings and, there's just so many things going on that you question, oh, is this the community? Is it what element is this happening here? And it was a refreshing and nice thing to see that everybody was very appreciative. They were very, the real residents and the real community there want to see change. They want to see
change, but also they want to be a part of that change, to move the community forward. And another way that you're doing that Midgard and you're doing that is through investment in the social fabric of the community. So you're volunteer at the school and at the church, correct?
I do volunteer at the school. I've been teaching a class of the power of work at Toussaint Elementary. Beautiful campus, beautiful school, beautiful teachers, amazing principal and headmaster.
Yeah.
Midgard was provided an award at their ceremony. They invited me to the teacher ceremony last week, and I was excited just to go and celebrate with them for a great year. And I was pleased to accept an award for just our support that we've done. We did the teacher appreciation lunch, and we do different things throughout the year to make the kids, and teachers' life a little bit easier benefit. And, just little things go singles and doubles.
Right. Well, you're talking about singles and doubles, and you attend all the meetings of the Little Haiti Trust. Absolutely. And you also have a lot of support from the community. So you have more than 25 letters of support from residents and business owners, people like Louis, Mapu. All these people are going to the meetings and supporting you, going to public hearings, at the city commission, et cetera, for some of the work you're doing, and supporting you and speaking on your behalf. How does that make you feel that you have the support of the community? Because your office is also there. It's right on Northeast 2nd Avenue.
I'm on Northeast 2nd Avenue. We have a beautiful, very colorful building. It's validating when people stand up and speak on our behalf in support of our projects. And number one is I will ask people to let them know what's happening, but I never tell people what to say. And hearing from their hearts, hearing what comes out is very validating and very encouraging that what we're doing is in the right direction. I think it's very important for communities to speak up to their local politicians and, different, people of power to let them know that there's good things happening.
There are
you know?
good things happening.
Because sometimes, they only hear the bad things when something's wrong.
Right.
So it's important for positive change and positive movement for it to be voiced. I'm not one typically to ask or to care, if everything is being illuminated or known that we're doing anything.
Right.
But it is important for the community's health and wellness to shine on the positive elements, as well as to vocalize and to communicate and to work together on the things that we don't like. Because we do believe at Midgard is there are bad developments, and if you get in the way and you're just no tolerance in Miami, you're going to end up getting bad development.
Right.
So we all have to work together if we see this community to grow in a positive place, to push things in a direction that makes sense.
And I think what has made the difference in the support that you've gotten, which is significant, the number of people that come out to the meetings and speak on your behalf. I think it's because you're participating in the process and you're actively engaging with the community at every level. You just created the Cremas Festival that just occurred last month.
That was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun. Tell me about that.
So the Cremas Festival was an idea. It was spurred on from everybody who makes cremas.
Which is what? What is cremas?
So cremas is a holiday drink. It's a celebratory. It's made mainly from like a coconut base. But you'd have to come to next year's Cremas Festival to taste and to really get educated on what it is. But everybody that makes it feels and says that this is the best cremas. So now we have crowned the queen of cremas of Miami, and next year she has to, hold her title.
Yes.
So, but it's a holiday drink. It's known in the Haitian community, and pretty much in every house or every family, there's somebody that makes it.
Right.
And so we had a contest to see who makes the best cremas, and it had some other cultural activities and different things to have fun with.
And
it was during the Haitian Heritage Month.
And you're also a supporter of the Little Haiti Book Festival. Yes. And I know I saw you there, and I parked my car on one of the properties that you guys own. And that speaks to the big picture of what's going on and what you're trying to do, because all these bits and pieces are super important to retaining and preserving the culture of Little Haiti. And you're using these properties to allow people to go there and park there and feel comfortable that they're going to have a place to park. Because oftentimes in Little Haiti, when those opportunities are not available, you're parking on the street and there are signs everywhere that say towaway zone, and you don't know what's going to happen.
It's very important for us to be community. And when those events, especially something like the book fair that's been going on for, a decade, I believe, it's an amazing event. If you haven't been there yet, you should go. I know you have.
Yes.
But anybody listening, next year it's going to go on again. And I think for events like that, they're community, it's free. It's very important to have a great customer experience. When you come to Little Haiti, we want people to come back.
Right.
And so for me, it's like creating that unity, that, cohesive enjoyment from one business to the next. We want to create that in Little Haiti, where you feel safe, you feel engaged, you feel included, and there's opportunity there.
And also, using another property as an example, you own the property that has the laundromat gallery on it, and it's a commercial building that sits next to a surface parking lot on Northeast 2nd Avenue. Tell us a little about why that is an example of some of the issues, what's allowed and not allowed in Little Haiti.
So it's a beautiful building on Northeast 2nd and 59th Street. It's the Laundromat Art Space. It's been there for about 8 years. Prior to that, it was always commercial use. And unfortunately, the building, through a change of zoning plans and different changes throughout time, it was overlooked that this building is not zoned for the current use that is there and has historically been there. For us, it's important to maintain the art component within the community, especially what the laundromat provides and does, because they offer subsidized art space for incubating,
artists.
Actually amazing artists.
Yeah,
and
studios.
Miami-based and abroad, and they're very inclusive. So we like the program a lot. But the building is in jeopardy because the zoning doesn't permit the use that's been there historically.
Yeah.
So we're uncovering these issues, and unfortunately having to go through the process, very timely, very costly, and need the support to know that, hey, this is not the final goal.
Right.
This is to maintain this art space. This is so that this art space doesn't leave us.
Right.
As this neighborhood grows, we want to grow with it. We want to identify where are the needs, and what is there, what's the next step. Right now, it's preservation. It's keep this art space, keep them occupied, and get the building up to standard so that they can be there. And all of our other tenants, I have my legacy tenants that have been there for years. They're all getting their leases, executed now. They service the neighborhood. There's an importance to this inclusive atmosphere. Having some businesses come in new, some old businesses from the past, this creates a district, It creates a culture. And the culture is there. It's within the walls. It's in the neighborhood. It's the people of Little Haiti. So we're not here to displace. We're here to enhance, to illuminate. Obviously with growth, there's hardship and there's growing pains, but we're not coming in and doing anything with an abrupt, immediate, impulsive necessity. We're here, we're community. And one thing you said, there was something about community. I really feel like I am part of the community, and when we talk about the community, I'm there every day. Like my office is there. I'm walking and riding my bike up and down the streets. I interact with the businessmen, the property owners, the business owners, the patrons, even the homeless on the street that are always there. There was one homeless gentleman that was very well known in the area, and he became a problem for one of our neighbors. And it just became, and instead, we pursued through the homeless assistance to get him help. And he's been in a home now. I haven't seen him out, and it's been a great blessing to be able to, just take things with care, and handle things with a human touch,
right,
and enjoy what we're doing in the process.
So as we wrap up now,
yes,
I know that you came here with a message you wanted to communicate to the community and the people of Little Haiti, and it's about community, and it's about building something together, listening to them, and even to the point where you're incorporating all of the design features and paint palettes of the Caribbean and Little Haiti. So in terms of the support, in terms of the walkable village, tell me again, what is it that you guys are trying to accomplish here?
We're looking to create an urban walkable village, inclusive, safe, and for everybody. And this is there's something that's important for us is like there's the idea of these mixed income approaches for housing, and you have the old way of affordable housing complexes, and we feel that there needs to be a new dialogue, a new conversation about how we go about this process.
Right, because there's a lot that has been made about projects outside of your portfolio of properties, a lot of density, a lot of apartments, and there's a question from the community, fear that they're going to be pushed out. And the reality is that Midgard's vision is to keep people who are there to be able to continue to live there, to work there, and to raise their families there.
Absolutely. I have to say, and as maybe in a developer seat, I have a different opinion, but density is good because we multiply. We're a human race that doesn't stop. Mm-hmm. And Miami is growing. We're one of the most desired cities in all of America. Mm-hmm. So not only are we populating, but there's more people coming, and more people are going to continue to come. My grandfather used to say it from somebody that told him, was you could build a wall around South Florida and people will jump it to get in. It's that awesome. And we love Miami. We love it. And we love Little Haiti. And so, you know, it's important to be part of the process and to grow in a positive way.
Fantastic. Well, thank you everyone for coming in today and listening and responding to us. So far, everything that we've done has gotten a lot of great comments and attention. And I know that this show is going to be the same. So thank you, Aaron, and we'll see you next time.